What up, players? It's Wurrzag up in this mud. This is how far we're getting today. Feathers are done. Shading everywhere is done. We painted the scales on the cloak. We shaded it. Finished painting the staff. All the little trinkets and details and everything. So the last part of the video, which we're going to film hopefully tomorrow, is highlighting, working out the details, like all the different ways to finish the feathers, and yeah, and then tattoos, and that's it. So stay tuned to get your Wurrzag up to here, and we'll see you in the next video. Yo everybody, we're back. We're gonna get to work with details today. Wurrzag painting tutorial part number 2, and mostly feathers and finishing the work on the staff, and then we're gonna get into the shades. So for the feathers, we got 4 different colors. If you look at the Games Workshop website, you've got yellow, which will be painting in Everland Sunset, red, which it will be Mephiston red, blue, which will be Calidor Sky, and I don't have the new base purple, so I'm gonna use the old Hormagon purple for that. So let's get started. It looks like we'll go from the bottom to the top. So we'll start with the yellow feather by his belt, which is going to be Everland Sunset. Oops. So you ever notice how when you paint something, when you're like really tired, and then you step away for like a night, and then you come back, how much better it looks like than when you remembered, because you were grueling over it and not really looking at it from the big picture. That's kind of how I felt when I picked up my Wurrzag model like 5 minutes ago, and I said to myself, oh my gosh, this is actually not half bad looking the way the skin turned out. Usually to get this kind of effect on the skin, I'd have to really build up the colors, and then not only that, but use shading, and then come back and build it up one more time, and it actually looks pretty, you know, pretty acceptable. Okay, the next colors that are going to be painted yellow are going to be 2 feathers on either side of the main feather at the center of his headdress mask thing. So we're going to look for the center, and then we're going to paint the 2 on either side. Kind of annoyed by how shallow and just kind of watery this paint is. The pigment just doesn't seem to be sticking. It seems really watery. Maybe because I didn't shake up the pot beforehand. I don't like it when paint spreads like this. It's not good. That's alright. It's just a base coat. Okay, you're also going to be painting yellow the feather, the really high feather in the back of the feather in the front. So it's this little guy back here is going to be yellow. So we're also going to be getting the sides and the back for these guys. Okay, next why don't we move on to the reds. Mephistone red. So first one is this guy on the staff. This one right under the skull. And also, you know, while we've got the red, let's paint the tops of these toadstools. Hey honey, I'm home! Louis. Oh wow there, Warboss Tay. Have you been out this whole time? Oh yeah! Me and my brother, Phil, aka Axel Rose, we went down to Acapulco and check out all the fly honeys. Then we went to Miami, where they called me Papi. My new pimped out Mortis engine was no problem getting all the chicks to give us the time of day. Oh, hello. Hello there, Igor. Hello, Louis. Did you get any new girlfriends? Did I ever? I talked you up too, buddy. Next time you should come with us. Oh, I don't know. I'm rather shy. Well, it was really good. It was good fun. It was good fun, and now I'm back and I'm ready to... What the hell are you painting? Oh, this is, it's a Savage Arc. Louis. A Savage Arc Shaman. Oh yeah, obviously I could see that, but why are you painting that? Well, people wanted me to, so I thought I'd just do it and make people happy. Oh, shucks. Warboss Tay. I don't know why you'd want to paint it dirty, stinky, smelly, crazy old savage orc in the first place. Oh dear man, who be calling me stinky? Excuse me. I see it, man. Who be calling me stinky? I'll have you know that I take daily baths every day. Yeah, man. Oh dear. Not another one. Lord of mercy. Boop, boop. Wurrzag? Yeah, man. I beat it. Great shaman. Wurrzag. I be dropping mad beats, man, with my crazy cape and my crazy hairdress, man. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Oops, sorry about that. I have to make sure I have the right colors. So now we're going to Calidor Sky. And blue feathers. So we're gonna do this one on the outside of each side of the mask. Ah, bugger. Painted a little blue on his arm. It's right, easily fixable with some War Boss Tay Green. Go back and fix that right now. You don't paint my arm, man! Sorry about that. Oh yeah! Great shaman, shaman. I'm a great shaman like you. Great shaman. Wait, what am I doing? I can't sing. If I start singing, it'll sound totally weird with the music. But I hope you like shamans too. We shaman, we shaman. We shaman, we shaman. I won't shaman. I hope you like great shamans. I hope you like great shamans. Wurrzag is one shaman too. Ridiculous. Ridiculous, huh, Maki? Maki, heard the air conditioning and he came running. Then whenever I make silly voices, start having conversations with Igor or Lewis, or I guess Wurrzag now, he looks at me and looks like he's ready to call the loony house. So Maki, yeah, M-A-K-I, because he's black and white, which I guess we named him, or I named him. I can't remember if it was me or my brother or sister named him when we were hungry and we were eating sushi. And the sushi we were eating was was this kind of sushi called maki sushi, which is just the nori with black the black nori with the white rice. So that's how we got maki. That's how we got the name Maki. Just stuck and we just never got rid of it. Fix up that yellow feather. I remember painting feathers on the spider. The giant Arachnarok spider has a lot of feathers on the crewmen, and the forest goblins, I mean, and boy, some of them are just so hard to get to and to paint. But they're worth it. Worth it in the end. It's worth all this extra effort. I think the last night though, when I was just painting it, I couldn't do it. I was so tired. I'd already, you know, after painting the skin and everything, I was just so over it. It's like, no more, please, I can't. And you don't have to stick to the color scheme at all if you want to do different colors of feathers, or if you want to do them in different combinations or different orders. Please feel free to do that. This is just the way that I'm doing it. Trying to copy the GW heavy metal color scheme, because I know when people are online and they're looking for these painting tutorials, they're usually trying to find ways, easy ways to paint them up like the cover, like the box art. So I try to replicate the heavy metal version as easily as possible. It's my philosophy, you know. really tell, but I think we got some feathers back here that are also purple. Yeah, this video might be 2 or 3 videos just because you got so much stuff you need to paint. The next thing we're gonna get to, if we have time. Do we have time? Let's check. Yeah, we have a little bit more time. We're gonna paint these jugs attached to the top of the staff with dryad bark. We're gonna let the feathers dry a little bit. We're gonna be painting this dryad bark onto these like ceramic jugs. And there's also some bone that we're going to paint up as well. Don't be touching me jugs of fire water. Put a ball. Well, Lord of mercy. What do you have to say all that jabungin hoopla every time you say something? Well, I don't know, man. Let me ask you this. Whenever you talk, do you have to talk like an old 18th century chimney sweep? Fair enough. That is a very good point, it's well taken. The Hennibstone. Or is the H silent? Because there are some bones hanging off the staff. Man, it is gonna feel so good once we do the washes on these things, on this model. I can't wait, man! No war boss, no cry. What? No war boss, no cry. Wait, what? I remember when we used to sit in the chariot. As it went down the mountain. Abe sobe, the crookedness, as they mingle with the good people we meet. Master, I think you probably should take a little rest at some point. All this singing and dancing, that ain't healthy. Alright, so those are the basic colors of the feathers. I'm gonna be doing some layering up of the designs now. We're gonna be using Commando Khaki. Commando Cockney? No. Commando Khaki. or rack earth flesh. Either will work. Remember, we just used rack earth flesh on the inside of the cape though, so I thought we'd try something different, but either will work. You could use either. If you still have Commando Khaki on your shelf, you can use that, but if not, rack earth flesh will do just fine. In fact, I think I'm going to switch over. Okay, so what I did was I just used the rack earth flesh and just painted up all the designs. Here you can see going up all the way to the top, and they're really easy to see. The angles were really funky though, so I was trying to film it, but when I was looking at it, they just didn't come out the way that I wanted them to, so I just had to scrap that one clip. But it's really easy. Just use a brush that you have good control with and work your way up. And if you make mistakes, no worries if you paint on the staff itself, because you've got Calton Brown, your base color, and all you're going to do is fix it with Calton Brown. So what I'm doing now is I'm using the nib stone to go back over the, I guess, call it the little jug, the twine that's holding these little jugs to the staff. Maybe they're a fungus brew. You know, I never go home, leave home without me fungus brew. So, Wurrzag, it's a very interesting accent you have. Yeah, man. Now hear this! Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, so could it be, ladies and gentlemen, is this all of our base coats? I believe, no, the scales. Okay, so the scales are gonna be a little bit darker than Mephiston Red. So we're gonna use Corn Red. So it has a nice touch of the purple to it. So that it is going to match really easily. It's not really an orangey red like Blood Red or Mephiston Red are. So you're going to get a nice complementary blend into the scales, or I mean into the skin, the leather of the skin by all of these scales. I think you might recall, if you've watched my old Lizardman, or not Lizardman, but my Savage Orc videos, I think I might have mentioned how I like to paint these kinds of patterns on my Savage Orcs, the plastic Savage Orcs. I like to paint this kind of pattern with the scales like Lizardmen, as if the Savage Orcs lived near a tribe of Lizardmen in the Southlands on the borders of Lustria, and how they just kind of attack each other and pillage the temple villages, and the Lizardmen get mad and go out and hunt the Savage Orcs for, you know, for revenge. But so I would paint them up like they're Proxigor or like Saurus warriors. So I remember when I saw the Wurrzag model, I thought, oh, awesome! It's got this big cape on his back with like these scales. I wonder what color the heavy metal team is going to paint it, and it turned out being this purple red color. And I thought, yeah. I guess I wanted to stay away from the blue because they use the blue for Wurrzag's tattoos on the front, and they don't want to overdo it, maybe? I don't know. I'm just trying to hit all the little baby scales, and then I'm gonna go back and fix them all up. I love how they make it look like this one flap is billowing up and back over, although it's completely connected. It looks like it's just torn in shreds and is like flapping back, while the rest of the cape is kind of doing a different kind of motion. I love those kinds of details on models. Okay. So look how we have such a nice transitional blend between the two colors. The what was this? Screamer pink and corn red. They go really well together, even if zinc and corn do not go along well together. The colors do. So, ladies and gentlemen, all our base are done. So now we can really get on to the fun part, which is the washes. The washes are going to look so awesome. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to take, we're going to start with the skin first, and we're going to go with BL10 green. You don't even have to do this. In fact, I'm kind of dreading this because the skin already looks so good, but hey, you know what? If it gets messed up, we can always just repaint. So this is the first time I'm trying it. Let's see how it goes. Okay, it's not that bad. It's got a very nice almost like snot green ish kind of vibrancy to it, which I like. Doesn't really pool too badly, which is what I call like the equivalent of paint clumpage when using a wash, is how it pools. If it pools severely, then it's not good. If it doesn't pool enough, then there's not enough coverage that it gets, but this seems to be pretty good. I think if you've already got yourself a good job of highlighting done beforehand, before using this wash, then the BL10 green really, you can see here on the hand, really takes it a step further. Gets into the recesses and really nicely shades it. Without, I mean, like Thraka green had really great spread, really great coverage, but it was very easy to use too much of it by accident. This seems like it just goes on really nicely, just enough. Yeah, I like it. I really like it. I think one more highlighting this sucker back up will really help. But overall, I like the BL10 green. come on, the tickles. Oh, sorry there, Wurtzy. There, that looks great, I think. That looks great on the skin. So the next thing we're going to do is, we have any more time? We have just a little bit more time. So we are going to, what can we do in this time? We can take our, let's try this out. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but I want to try the Seraphim Sepia onto the inside of the cape. This could all go horribly wrong. It's a little brown for my taste. Yellowish brown. Kind of takes it away from the khaki color. So I don't know how I feel about it now, but I'll give it some time to dry and then check it out. So this is Seraphim Sepia. Why would they call it Seraphim Sepia? Strikes me as odd. Why would they call it Seraphim Sepia? Would you use this on your Seraphim models for the Witch Hunters or the Sisters of Battle? Like, where would you use it? I don't know. Anyways, try and get it in the joins where like the back or the arms meet the actual cape, so it is going to dry there. It provides a very nice little shading. Last thing before this thing runs out of energy or battery and life is I'm going to take a little bit more BL10 green and shade the mask. Which is right here. This is just on the Deneb stone part. You'll notice that the mask on the model in the heavy metal gallery has this kind of like green wood feel to it. So, which is why we started with Deneb stone. And then now we're finishing off with this BL10 green on this one part of the mask. Now we're going to take Skull White, or White Scar, or whatever the new white is, and we're going to paint or highlight up the mask that we painted Celestra Gray. You're going to feather that paint on. By feathering I mean go in short strokes like this. Short strokes up and down, rather than slapping the paint on in one mighty paint stroke. This is going to help strengthen your technique, your brush control, and it's also going to leave a very nice, smooth, thin, not at all clumpy kind of finish. So you get something like that. Right, next let's keep on keeping on. Red, we're gonna shade Carroburg Crimson, anything that's red. For example, this loincloth. For example, these tassels. For example, this feather, any of the red feathers. And finally, the red toadstools. Actually, not completely finally, the back of the cape. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna paint the whole back of the cape with this Carroburg Crimson color. Make sure you get it in all the cracks and crevices. Between each flap of quote-unquote fabric. Most importantly, you want to make sure you don't overload any one area with the wash. You don't want it to pool and leave really bad watermarks later on. So I'm moving it all around. But, oh yes, this Carroburg Crimson really is such a great new color. It really makes your reds and purples come alive. And thankfully ties them together, makes them look really nice together on the back of the cloak. Just because red and purple are so close to each other on the color wheel, maybe? I don't know. For those of you who take art and know these things. Probably laughing at me right now. Like, oh, my boss Tay doesn't understand proper color theory. And, how the purple and the Carroburg Crimson, the hues really tie together the magenta into the red. No. Pass me another espresso, please. I love art snobs. I love them. I love them. Okay, now I do not have any purple shading for the feathers, for the purple feathers. I do have some yellow, so let's see if we can whip out some of that yellow shade. Igor, yes, master. You happen to have the yellow shade. Well, it's a very hard one to find, master. I'll tell you what I do have. What is that? I do have some of this delightful blue shading so that you can colour your blue feathers. Yeah, I guess that'll do for now. So it's actually a glaze we're going to be trying out. You can either use this or, let me show you what the blue wash. It's called Drakenhof Nightshade. Either of those will probably work, but since we are doing shades and not glazes, I'm going to stick with the Drakenhof. Oh, why is it? I always want to paint this feather blue and some of the paint gets loaded onto this guy's arm. Let's move it around. Thankfully the paint wasn't that severe, so it just kind of darkened up his forearm. We'll add some of that Drakenhof nightshade on this side. Interesting. Using blue to shade green. The mother of invention strikes again. By which I mean necessity. Who would have thought you could shade green with blue? Oh, I did actually. Yes. Alright, so there the feathers are all now shaded, except for the yellow. Where's the yellow shade? Where's that yellow shade? Where are you guys? Oh, these paints. Oh, so heavy. Alright, I have no room. Whew. Okay. Yellow, 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 yellow. Agrax Earthshade. Nope. Golden yellow. No. Igor, what do I pay you for? My charm and my winning smile? No. My ravishing good looks? Nope. Whew. Sorry about that, Maki. I woke up, Maki. Alright, well I can't find the shade that I want. It's that yellow shade, unless I have it around here. No, it doesn't look like I do. Okay, so we'll end here for now. Maybe sepia would work. Yeah, that's right. Actually, no. Let's do one more thing before we finish for the day. We're gonna take our Nuln oil and paint up the knife. Try not to get any on the handle. Try to get it only on the blade. And I think I put a little too much, so I'm gonna wipe some off. You don't want this much. Just about that much. Like this side is way too much. Something like that. Then we're going to take Agrax Earthshade. We're going to paint the staff and the handle. This is going to be the last thing that we're shading for now because we can't find our yellow shade. baggie pouch that he's holding, and the strap that goes around his stomach. Don't forget the bird head down here. I love Agrak's Earthshade. Great color. Bone earrings, the skull hanging from his necklace, or from his mask. Also don't forget the back of the bone, or the handle of the knife. Make sure you've got everything evenly. You can also paint the cracks and the recesses between each flap of his cape if you want. Okay, and that is where we're gonna finish for today. We gotta find that yellow shade, and I think that might be it though. Actually, let's see if, in lieu of the yellow shade, let's try out the new sepia, Seraphim Sepia. That works fine. Who needs a yellow shade? Save your money. Okay, finally we've got some purple. You can use a purple shade or the old. I have Leviathan purple. So that's what I'm going to use for the feathers. Players, thanks for watching up to here. Just realized I didn't paint the back of his headband. So I'm gonna do that now, but this I promise is the last thing we're gonna do for tonight. Alright, thanks for watching everybody. I'm gonna upload this piece, and then when we come back we're gonna finish with highlighting, doing all the detail on the feathers, and yeah, general highlighting, and then we're gonna finish with tattoos. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.